Hi guys, Forgotten Wolf here, and this is what if Bran Stark listened to the Three-Eyed Raven in Season 6 and decided not to revisit the Tower of Joy, thus never finding out the truth about Jon Snow's parents. Before we begin, Jon Snow's parents are Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, for those who don't know, and please like, share, and subscribe, and let's begin. So moving on to Season 6, or 303 AC, moving back I suppose, not much will change except for Sam discovering the truth about Rhaegar and Lyanna being married, a thread that'll probably never get an answer as no one knows why they got married. Jon will still be named king in the north, and Bran will probably warg this at the beginning of the White Walkers whether how humanity won the first time or if the Night King was indeed a Stark. Uh, Moving on to season 7 or 304 AC, a very quick jump there, but once again, not much will change for this season, except that the whole realm will think that anyone can ride a dragon since Jon Snow rides a dragon eventually, and nobody knows he's a Targaryen. This will lead to Cersei sending in a spy to Dragonstone to try and tame one of Viserion or Rhaegar. This doesn't work, as whoever the spy is, who I'm predicting being one of Qyburn/Varys' little birds, end up getting burned alive. And at the end of the season, Bran and Sam will try to piece together the mystery of Rhaegar and Lyanna, but since Bran won't go back to the Tower of Joy, Bran and Sam come to this conclusion. Rhaegar and Lyanna loved each other, so they ran away and tried to have a child together to pass as Rhaegar's bastard, but it was unsuccessful as both Rhaegar and Lyanna died before a child could be born. Of course, this isn't the truth, but the results of the whole not finding out the truth about Jon Snow thing will have huge changes for Season 8, leading to a good Season 8, spoilers. In Season 8, Jon and Daenerys continue the love story, and it wouldn't surprise me if, first off, when Daenerys and Jon are in the crypts, Jon never tells Daenerys about him being the son of Rhaegar and Lyanna. Instead, they just continue their love story, but more importantly, it wouldn't surprise me if when Daenerys tells Jon she loves him in Winterfell to defeat the Night King, they go back to Jon's chambers and they end up sleeping together again. This might seem fan fiction for a second, and well, maybe it is, but I don't think it is, and it's my what if. So. Alright, they end up sleeping together, and Daenerys becomes pregnant. However, the key point is, without Daenerys knowing that Jon is also a Targaryen, Daenerys won't go mad, and without Daenerys burning down King's Landing, Arya Stark is going to kill Cersei Lannister. And despite the best efforts of Jaime, Arya Stark will end up killing Cersei and her child. Jaime will be stuck mourning over Cersei's dead body, and this will lead into when Daenerys takes the Iron Throne. She will capture Jaime Lannister. What happens next is the trial of Tyrion and Jaime Lannister. And Jaime will be dismissed from the King's Guard in order to prevent him possibly murdering a Targaryen. Maybe his option. Look, my thinking here is he could either be sent to the wall or just dismissed entirely. And I'm thinking he's probably going to get dismissed, and he won't be made the Lord of Casterly Rock, but he will become the Lord of Casterly Rock, if that makes sense, because there's all the Lannisters will be dead except for Jaime, and this leads on to the trial of Tyrion Lannister. Tyrion won't be given a trial by combat since that was banned by Tommen. And instead, what will probably happen is, as Daenerys planned to do before she was killed in the show, Daenerys is going to execute Tyrion Lannister, making the Hand of the King position vacant. And as to replace him as Hand, I am predicting it'll be Jon Snow. He becomes the Hand of the King, following in Ned Stark's footsteps. That ended well. While discussing in the throne room, instead of stabbing Daenerys, Jon does end up accepting Daenerys' offer of marriage. For her service, Jon Snow, maybe he'll be named Jon Stark, I don't know, but either way, he'll become Hand of the King and the Prince Consort, since Daenerys is queen. And since Jaime is alive, Bronn will still be named Lord of Highgarden. And as for Dragonstone, I have no idea who will be named Lord of Dragonstone since Jon is with Daenerys and no one knows he's a Targaryen. So, Lord of Dragonstone, that'll probably be reserved for Jon and Daenerys' kid, but whatever. Arya will still leave Westeros, and Daenerys will have the same Kingsguard as in Bran in the final episode. But more importantly, Sansa Stark will not be named Queen in the North. That won't happen. I expect that Sansa will in the end up bending the knee, although begrudgingly. But yeah, in the final episode of the show, Daenerys and Jon get married, and the Song of Ice and Fire is finally over. This is a short what if, but thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!